I also want us to talk about premature menopause. Did you know that there was something called premature menopause? There are women who get into menopause in their 20s, in their 30s, way before the expected time of menopause, right? And generally, by definition, premature menopause is any menopause that happens before the age of 40. And this could be because of several reasons, okay? One of them is maybe you have had surgery and your ovaries have been removed. Maybe you had a tumor in the ovaries and you had to have surgery to remove it. So that is one of the reasons why women may go into premature menopause. The other one is sometimes maybe you had a cancer and you underwent chemotherapy or radiotherapy, and that sort of just fried your ovaries and you went into premature menopause. That is also another cause. Sometimes it could be genetic problems, what we call chromosomal abnormalities, where someone was just born like that and they end up having premature menopause. And sometimes we just don't know the reason. You get into menopause and we can't just identify why this has happened to you, why it's you and not someone else, what we call idiopathic causes. So premature menopause is not very common. In fact, it goes by a name called premature ovarian failure. Basically, it's a situation where your ovaries have ceased to produce the estrogen and the progesterone hormones at a time that you are still too young, or you are not at an age where menopause is expected to happen. And it can be quite challenging. This is a disease or a condition where most people are caught unawares, where most people are forced to deal with menopausal symptoms at quite an early age, quite unexpected. So people will say, I saw my mom going through this when they were 50, when they were maybe 60s or in their late 40s. How come it's happening to me? So it catches most people like just unaware, out of the blue, and it can be a devastating condition, because one of the consequences of that is that if your ovaries have shut down, then it means you are probably not going to be able to get children naturally, which can be a big challenge to face for many women. And it doesn't necessarily mean that when you have premature ovarian failure you will never ever get children of your own, but there is a big chance that that might not happen. So that is usually one of the challenges, of course, alongside the other symptoms of menopause, such as hot flashes, such as night sweats, such as inability to sleep at night, such as the mood swings, that your moods are just all over the place. You're angry one minute, you're happy one minute, you're sad one minute, you're crying the other one. So your moods are just sort of all over the place, and that can really have an impact even in your relationships, in your work, and in many other places. Because menopause also comes a lot with a lot of sleep problems and mind fogginess, that can also impact your memory and performance at work. And some people have ended up losing jobs or being demoted just because they are going through menopause. And one of the other things we have also seen is just relationships being difficult, or people being left because of the symptoms of menopause, just because probably people don't understand it well. And sometimes, especially if it happens very young, it may even be hard to get a partner, because now you're getting into a relationship and telling this person, do you know what, I may be 30 but I am menopausal and I may not be able to give you children. And it can be hard to find someone who is willing to commit their life and their time and their heart to you when you have such a condition. So this is a good chance to also just raise awareness about this and make people know that it is happening. There are people who are going through this, and therefore extend empathy and extend understanding. Okay.